We spend so much money on the defense now. Is it big chunk of money goes to defense in the
Yeah, I
country?
mean, that is,
So,
it can't be helped because you see, our external relations, we are an extremely big country compared to every neighbor around us. You may think you are a very friendly nation, you have no
or else,
claims on the other countries, you will never invade them, you are a very good man, you are honest, sincere, friendly, generous and all that. But you are a big giant and the others are all pygmies. They can't trust you. Anytime you get a little irritated with them, you can finish any one of them. That is how they feel. That has been our problem. And Pakistan, what it did, tried to strengthen itself by becoming a partner with a much bigger country like United States or anything. And so what has happened is we have on the north, at least at the time of independence, we thought there is Tibet. But in sometime around 1955 or so, China decided to start taking interest in Tibet, and we have a long 2,000-kilometer frontier with China, and again a 1,700-kilometer frontier with Pakistan. Both are inimical to India, so we have to spend
yeah, this is a
a lot
problem.
of money on defense. Unless we can improve our relations with both Pakistan and China, I don't see,
Any,
I don't expect Pakistan ever to trust us fully. For this simple reason that we are so big and they are so small. They are 150 billion or 150 billion, or maybe 200 billion. Whereas we are 1,200 billion. They may have nuclear weapons, they may have missiles, everything. But even if they use all those missiles and all that, there still will be some part of India alive, whereas they will be destroyed completely. So this extraordinary expenditure on defense requires a much better relationship between us and China
India
and
and
between us
Pakistan.
and Pakistan. I see now a slight change in the attitude of the United States. As I told you, at the time of independence, everybody thought India will be a weak country, Pakistan will be a very strong, unified, united,
Because
uh,
they had one
uniform country
religion.
with one religion, one language, like. But it turned out that history has changed the whole thing in such a way that India is a very strong country and Pakistan has been, firstly it lost half of its territory to another, I mean it became independent, becoming Bangladesh. Secondly, it is, I mean they have not changed anything in Pakistan in the last 60 years. It is exactly like the whole land revenue system, the society, everything is like what it was at the time they got independence. Whereas we have made a lot of changes in our country. And now the foreigners realize, Pakistan, both America, Russia, and Britain, they realize no, relying on Pakistan is not all that good. Better to have more friendly relations with India. But I will tell you one thing, in my view, none of the countries in the world would want to see India strong. They want India to be a medium power. For example, Russia would like to see India a medium power, giving enough trouble to China, so that they will have less trouble from China. America and others, they don't want India to be strong because they are misusing the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean is our water actually. We are the country lying in Indian Ocean. American Navy, the French Navy, the British Navy, every fellow is here in India. If India were strong, this wouldn't have happened. So they don't want to see India become very strong, especially they don't want India's naval strength very strong. Because that the Indian Ocean is a lifeline for most countries. 40% of the world trade, if I am not wrong, it goes through Indian Ocean. Valuable oil, everything moves from east to west, west to east, in the Indian Ocean. And India is like a dagger in the Indian Ocean. They do not see India very strong, but they want it to be, they don't want it to be too weak either. They want it to be some sort of medium power. But for a nation of our size, we should be one of the big powers of the world. But that must come only from our own effort. We cannot trust anybody else to help us to become that. So that should be our policy, so far as strengthening India is concerned. We must have a strong defense always. It is also unfortunate that our borders, we have any number of varieties of borders. We have huge jungles on the east, very high altitude. We have got even the army stationed in Siachen at 17,000 feet. We have got Rajasthan desert. We have got Ran of Kutch, which is simply in one season it is absolutely slush and mud and all. Another season it is absolutely dry and with salt-covered land and all that. But we have a 7,000 kilometer sea coast. So our borders are so variegated. And we can't have different armies located in different places. So that is a huge problem that India faces, which many countries don't face. But if only I could at least improve our relations with Pakistan, Afghanistan on one side and Burma on the other, we can take care of China. But these countries together can be very peaceful, prosperous and all that. For that we must create a lot of trust between us and them. We have to be very generous, that is my view. As a big brother, we must go out of our way to help those other countries. But we ourselves are in a shape where we need help. So I don't know when that will come, but when that comes, our defense need not be as it is today. But at the moment with Pakistan being helped by foreign nations and China with a huge defense outlay,
We can't cut it down.
we can't afford to be